My Christmas gift to you. The whole reason why I coach is because I have this silly belief that I can help people and spare them from struggling and suffering the way that I did. So you can avoid all the bad things that happened to me. And, I can pass on my experience, and that will help other people, right? I try to make something positive out of everything. I was in an accident, I get hit by a drunk driver. I try to find the positive in that and share that with other people. So, my Christmas gift to you has nothing to do with training, but has everything to do with your life, and you can apply it to anything. Growing up, I always hated Christmas, and I hated Christmas music. I felt that Christmas music was very sad. I didn't enjoy listening to Christmas music, and for me, Christmas always sucked. All my friends would be getting toys and stuff, and my parents would be telling us, "Well, we'll celebrate Christmas next year." Or, my mom often would tell us, "Well, we'll celebrate Christmas sometime in January, whenever we have a little more money." So, Christmas was always this thing of, we'll celebrate it next year. My dad would play Christmas songs on the piano, though. My dad was a musician. And so, from about Thanksgiving on, my dad would be playing Christmas songs on the piano every single day. And I hated it. Now I love listening to my dad play, right? So I loved it. My dad would play Beatles. My dad would play, David Bowie and all kinds of stuff. Eagles, you name it. My dad played all. My dad used to play all these old Neapolitan songs even. They're beautiful. I loved listening to my dad play piano, but I did not love when my dad would play Christmas songs. Christmas songs make me feel shitty and, I don't know, sad or something. I don't want to say depressed. Depressed is like a really deep state. I just don't like Christmas music, and so once it's over, I was fine. It's not like I didn't fall into some deep depression and stay depressed because I heard, Jingle Bells. But most Christmas songs are kind of sad if you actually pay attention to the words, and so I don't really like Christmas music. And my dad would play Christmas songs, and I would sit there and just be like, "Oh God, I can't wait till Christmas is over." Those of you who, follow me and know me, know that I lost my dad. And it was really terrible because, he was diagnosed with lymphoma, and they put him on chemotherapy, and the chemotherapy caused so much nerve damage that he couldn't use his hands anymore. So even in the final, months of my dad's life, he couldn't play piano, which is weird because my dad played piano every single day. There was never a day when my dad didn't play his piano until the chemotherapy, and then my dad couldn't play piano anymore. I'm sharing this with you because this is this thing I always hated. I hated when my dad played Christmas songs, and now I would give anything in this entire world to just hear my dad play. Here's the thing I want you to understand. This is the part that you need to understand. You need to understand this. Those weird things that you don't like about someone, or you find annoying or whatever, and it could be something as trivial and it is trivial. It's so dumb. I don't like it when my dad plays Christmas songs. When that person's gone, you're going to miss it so much. That's all I want you to understand. There's probably something that somebody in your life, you love them, but they do something that annoys you or something you don't like. And when that person's gone, you're going to really miss it. We had a Christmas sing-along like every year until my grandfather passed. I didn't really like the Christmas sing-along either because I don't like Christmas music. My grandfather passed and we no longer had Christmas sing-alongs. And sure enough, I missed the Christmas sing-along. I wish we would have brought it back. Fish fry. I'm Italian family. We did the fish thing, but we didn't do 7 fishes because we're poor. So we did like smelts and cod. And be like, that's it. Like that's all we're doing for Christmas. Just 2 types of fish, smelts and cod. And I don't even like smelts or cod. It's not that I don't like fish. I like salmon. You know. I like sardines. I like a lot of different fish. Not a huge fan of buckala, is what we used to make. You know, it's a salted cod. Smelts aren't all that great either. We used to deep fry them. And now I miss that. This thing I didn't even care about because I don't like it. I miss it. Not because of the food. It's like I keep telling you guys, it doesn't matter what's on the table. It matters who's at the table. I've shared the story about eating salami sandwiches with my dad. It's not like this is great cuisine. It's just about the people that you're sharing it with. And, you know, I always had this dream, this hope, hopes and dreams. I don't have any anymore. That, you know, someday my son, you know, would be there with me making fish fry with my dad. Right? Because that's what I used to do as a kid. I grew up with my dad and my grandfather. We'd have this fish fry. And I always thought someday, just like making wine, that someday I would be making wine with my son and my father. And I always thought that someday there would be a fish fry with my son and my father. And now that's gone. I'm never going to have that. I'm never going to have a son, and I'm never going to have any of those moments with my father. And so I'm sharing this with you, not because it's me lamenting, it's me warning you, actually, strange as that is. Don't make the same mistakes. Enjoy things as much as you possibly can while you have them. Don't be silly. Don't sit there and be like, I hate Christmas. Don't do that to yourself. You'll regret it later. So really enjoy those things and embrace those things. If you're with family right now, enjoy every moment of it. Like I said, it doesn't matter what's on the table. Don't be one of those weirdos who's like, I can't eat this because it isn't part of my diet. It's a cheat meal. There's no fucking thing as a cheat meal. Okay? If you go downstairs tonight to go do your back squat and you're like, wow, my knee really hurts. I have to do something different. Is that a cheat workout? You know, my elbow hurts too much to bench press with a barbell, so I'm going to do dumbbell bench press instead. Is that a cheat workout? No. So, you know, if you can't eat your chicken breast and rice, that's totally okay. It's not a cheat meal. You're just changing things. It's no different than if your wrist was flared up and you're like, I'm not doing overhead presses today. Yeah. It's not a cheat workout. It's not a cheat meal. I think that's a dumb term. So, I hope you guys all have a wonderful Christmas. I hope you enjoy it with people that you love and people who love you. And most of all, let yourself enjoy it. Like, allow yourself to enjoy it. You'll regret it if you don't.